So who got you into the band? Was it playing with Fred earlier?
Fred.
That was the connection?
Oh, Fred led me up. We had a lot of history together.
Yeah.
And we're probably the same age. I grew up in Coventry and Birmingham, and I used to see him play. When I first saw Fred play, I just went. It was like 82, something like that, and he was doing all this Jacko thing and all that, and I'd never experienced like seeing. You know, I'd heard it, but when there was this young guy turning up to a jazz gig on a Bonneville with his bass strapped to his back and a little polytone on the back of the thing, like this Hell's Angel, then playing like an angel, like a different kind of angel. You know, it was, and I just went, I want to play with this guy. And then for a couple of years, or more than a couple of years, I did the cruises and stuff like that. I think I played once with Fred, and it was just like, oh yeah. And he brings out certain things in your playing when you work with, you know, somebody you admire so much, you know. And Fred he's still there, you know, he's still the one. Amazing.
So what else did you do with him between the Etheridge and
well, we did various bands in Birmingham, you know, and some different things. He played guitar in quite a few things, and I played in a quartet with Shell, his sister, and he played guitar in that band. You know, and he just the same on guitar, incredible. You know, and that was before I went on cruising. Yeah. No, it's great. He's a source of a lot of my inspiration. Yeah, really good. I'm going to get all gooey now, stop it. Stop it. Back in character. Anyway.
Okay. So I imagine that when you joined Phil's band, you had very little prior knowledge of either him or his music. Or...
Yeah, I mean, I've met him a couple of times because he used to do a lot of duos with Fred, didn't he? And on festivals, I've been with John Etheridge's band, and I met him a few times, really like so humble and all this sort of thing. And little did I know I'd get the call when Pip was, you know, the weird sort of situation with Phil, many years of whatever. And I got
musical differences.
Yeah, you can call it that. Yeah, you can call it. But it doesn't.
I want to form my own band.
Yeah, that's it. That's what happened in Seattle, and then he went off on one like that, and somebody, I think not Fred, somebody told me, no, that's not how this tune's supposed to be played, and all this sort of thing. I said, I didn't realise it was in stone, you know. Phil let me do things, and I thought I'd play something that would be appropriate, well, you know, considering I didn't know it. And that's happened a lot of times in my life. You know, I thought I was doing the right thing, or hoping just to get some sort of like acknowledgement, just say, yeah, that's all right. That's not quite what we want, you know. I don't mind being told, you know. I'd rather that than me carry on like an idiot and, you know, playing things wrong, or something that doesn't really get liked. You got to play something appropriate, and so's your behaviour. It's got to be appropriate. Oh dear, we're not going to go there, are we? No.
So first discovering Phil's music, what did you find interesting or challenging about it?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It's just like, it was its own genre. It really, you know, it stands out, you know, against many things.
Well, I would guess even the Strange Time signatures were not such a challenge. The challenge was to be musical around that music, right?
Yes, that's right. It was, and trying not to tread on people's toes, which I did with hobnail boots quite a few times, but it's only because I was thinking I was adding some gusto to it. And I'd play certain tunes. Because there's a couple of things like where Pete's got arpeggios and stuff like that, and I'd always played it. And in the Seattle gig, I played it so fast, like Your Route 2 and things like that. Now I get it. All these years later, I get it. And when we did the Vortex gig, it was the right tempo and all that. Oh yeah, I never do. I thought it was like a Billy Cobham thing, like from Crosswinds or something like that. Doing all the Billy stuff. No. So it's like speeding the tune up so I could get this shit out, which was wrong for the music. And I can see why I cringe now. But at the time, I thought people are looking at me weird. And then you realise all those involved horn lines that Jim and Elton had to do over it. And it was unplayable because I was pissing all over it, you know. And for a while I was disgusted with myself, you know. It was a very blinkered way of doing it. But I learned, I think.